Okay, I just remembered that like one thing Connor Eats Pants used to do a lot, which I liked, was he would watch people's house tours. So why not? Let's freaking do it. Let's freaking watch someone's house tour. Who's Terry Crews? Terry Crews is cringe. I forget why, but he is. Let's watch fucking Nikolaj Coster-Waldau's hidden Los Angeles home. Because I've been watching a shit ton of Game of Thrones clips on my YouTube shorts.
Hi, AD. I'm Nikolai Coster-Waldau. Welcome to my house. Come on in.
Damn, he's Australian. Is he Australian? What is he? Is he a Kiwi? He's Danish. Oh. Nikolaj Coster-Waldau would prefer if you moved on from hating the ending of Game of Thrones. I absolutely think people are entitled to whatever opinion they have, but it's a television show. Someone told a story and you didn't like the ending. I would probably feel the same way if people were constantly telling me how much they didn't like something I worked hard on 6 years ago and had no control over. True. Damn, so this was 6 years ago? Was that really when the Game of Thrones finale was? So this probably came out around the time. Yeah, this did.
When I first saw this house, this room was packed with photos. Obviously, we took them down. We painted it. And we also...
Bro, why? Dude, imagine this with photos. That'd be sick. I mean, like, right now.
This room.
Okay, I like the plant in the middle, because you need something in the spiral. The plant in the middle is nice, and I do like how tall it is, but it would be nice if there was some wall art. Like, why not have photos up? Imagine it's just covered with, like, framed photos. That'd be dope. That'd be dope as fuck. Like framed photos of you and your kids and stuff just all along. Like a vortex. That'd be awesome. Why not, dude?
It was packed with photos. Obviously, we took them down. We painted it. And we also added this light fixture that I am pretty crazy about.
I do like the light fixture. That's a nice light fixture. That's a nice light fixture. How bright is it, though? Because currently it doesn't look very bright, but then again, it's getting mocked by the sunlight coming through the window, so it's hard to tell. Dude, hold on. There was a light fixture I saw the other day in a Chick-fil-A. Let me pull it up. I was infatuated with it. It was like kind of cringe because it was just like building off of consumerism, but I loved it. Look at this. Look at this, dude. I thought it was dope. Actually, I don't even know if there's lights in that. This was in a Chick-fil-A. It was just like a bunch of melted down Coca-Cola bottles. I thought it was sick as fuck. I was hanging out with a friend. She was sitting like here, and I couldn't stop looking at this. It was just so sick. I loved it. It was so neat.
I've been working out of LA for 15, 20 years, and now seemed like a good time to find a place. When I then found this...
Okay, so this is a cute little LA place.
This is the
hidden Los Angeles home. I'm not surprised by that. I feel like you could put this in like, it looks decently compact, so you could probably get away with having this in like a relatively inexpensive Los Angeles area, which would probably be dope. You don't want to be an actor with too hoity-toity, I would think.
the main room. I've been working out of LA.
Is that supposed to be Jamie Lannister, or is that supposed to be Brienne of Tarth? I can't tell.
15, 20 years, and now seemed like a good time to find a place. When I then found this place, obviously I wasn't sure that my wife was gonna like it.
My wife.
I fell in love with it. So I thought, I'm just gonna go for it, and then hopefully she'll agree. Great.
Dude, the Jim from The Office. That's crazy, that Jim in The Office. He just bought the house. And then, was Pam even that mad? I don't remember. That's crazy. Dude, also living on a fucking... I guess Jim wasn't living the most exquisitely before Pam came around. So I guess he had a lot of money probably saved up. He was high-key probably living the bachelor life beforehand. But still, to just go ahead and rip a house purchase under your... Were they married at the time? I think they were engaged. Or I don't remember. That's crazy to do. That's crazy to just go ahead and buy a house. Crazy.
Friend that also is a good friend.
She should have been pissed off at him, dude. That's a lot of money. I guess it was buying it from his parents, which is like, okay, that's a little bit more chill. Still, dude, that's wild.
Of my wife, Lonnie Castle, and her friend Birgitta. They're interior designers. They said, "Why don't we help you out? Let's go in and."
Okay, I don't love the white shelf on the white. Now they got some stuff on it that makes it pop a little bit more. I think the colorful books do give it some depth, as well as the picture frames and the light here, but it blends a little bit too much in with the background for my liking. Also, not a huge fan of the tile floor. I like the color of it, but the way it kind of matches up with the walls, especially with the shelving here, doesn't look quite right.
Get some furniture and then it'll be ready when Nugaga comes over. And they did an amazing job, and I'm still married. So it turned out okay. We wanted it to be simple, comfortable, and take
That's Brienne of Tarth. Yeah, that's definitely Brienne of Tarth. That's not Jaime Lannister. Little bit weird to have a doll of Brienne of Tarth as Jaime Lannister, dare I say. Little bit weird. Unless you're married to, what's her face, Gwendolyn Christie or whatever her name is. Little bit odd, I'll say.
And take advantage of all.
It would be more egotistical to have one of Jaime Lannister, but still, little bit odd, I'll say.
The windows and all the greenery and have that be the main attraction, if you will. Oh, by the way, this is Brienne of Tarth from Game of Thrones. It was made by a fan. So I'm supposed to give this to Gwendolyn Christie.
Ah, okay.
Anyway, this chair is really comfortable. It looks a little weird, but it's amazing.
That's really funny to me. Because, like, that probably happens a ton. But the idea of actors being given shit for other actors and then feeling obligated to hold on to it. You end up becoming like a Death Stranding courier of all these different little deliveries for all your actor friends.
By the way, it's kind of funny. I was doing a documentary all over Greenland. My wife's from Greenland, and I did this documentary. And at one point, I was in a city called Tasiilaq, which is on the east coast of Greenland, and the hunters there, as a second source of income, they do handicrafts. And this guy made this piece that I bought, and I really liked it. The fireplace before had this, was built out.
Wait, what's the Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones, the storyboards. Ooh, neat. Ooh. Lost Japan, Cardinavia Dreaming, Northern Comfort, The Monocle Guide to Building Better Cities, Will You Flip Me Off, Something Imagination, Hot to Cold. I don't know any of these.
Piece that I bought, and I really liked it. The fireplace before had this, was built out. It was different colors. So they put this really simple black one in, painted it all white, and this is...
Bro, that must suck. You must make the fireplace, like, unusable.
That I bought, and I really liked it. The fireplace before had this, was built out. It was different colors. So they put this...
If it's
really simple...
all white, you would think there would end up being, like, ash and stuff on the edges, no? So I must never fucking use that thing. I guess it's LA. You don't need a fireplace really ever. But still, I don't know.
Black one in, painted it all white. And this is a funny story. Victor Delfin, the artist from Lima, made these which are the signs, right? So I thought, this is fantastic. I'll get 3. I'll get the signs of me and my wife, and then our kids. Our kids
my wife.
The same sign. I thought they had this sign. I was wrong. I don't even know the star signs of my kids. But, you know, you can't know everything. But I got the 2 others right. My wife's and mine. I'm a Leo. And I think they're beautiful. I talked about this guy.
That's really funny to get like an artisanal, or I guess not artisanal, an artistic plate for your kids' star signs and then just get it wrong. I mean, it does go to like humanize actors and shit. To just get it wrong. It's so funny. That's a real parent shit. And then the kids to be like, oh no, no, it's actually cool. No, yeah, no, actually. No, it's cool.
In Peru, Victor Delfin, and I saw this thing he did. For me, it was just like a bird of creativity. You know, it's basically a brain exploding with paintbrushes.
That's a neat.
But I like it. By the way, this is a
art
very
installation.
nice table, a desk. Usually I have my computer and stuff here, but I guess it looks better when it's...
Bro, that's prime laptop location. That's prime laptop location. But you would probably be so hunched, though, if you are on laptop. I don't know. Desks are a finicky little bitch. That's the damn true and truth of it.
This. It's beautiful. This, of course, is one of my favorite pictures. This is my wife singing. This is something Birgitte and Lonnie. It's a metal balloon. It's one of those things where me and my wife said, that's probably not going to survive after the Architectural Digest have been around. I have to ask them about this, by the way.
Isn't it like the Architectural Digest will come in and like kind of re-clean this up or whatever? So is he doing a joke about that? That like, that like they were gonna clean it away?
I know it's art, but I don't.
That's not art. That's not art. That's a fucking thing of chains. That sucks. I agree with him. I don't understand it. That's not fucking art. I guess anything's art. Anything and everything's art, but that's stupid as hell. That's fucking what pastrami Jerry is made out of in Seinfeld. What is it? The fettuccine Jerry? Pasta Jerry Seinfeld. The fusilli Jerry. Yeah. The one that goes up George's dad's ass. That one. That's a fucking fusilli blanket.
I don't understand it. So this is the master bedroom, and it's a fairly simple room. Nice space, good energy. This bed is made by Tekla. It's very comfortable. We actually have these lamps back home in Denmark as well. They're really good. This is my family. This is from Greenland, my wife.
My wife.
My mother and my Safina, Philippa, and Nugaga in Greenland. That is Nugaga and Philippa and Safina. We spend quite a bit of time out here
Cute.
on the little balcony. It's really nice in the morning.
Why are they so small? I get that this is some artistic thing of whatever. Why is the picture frame? I don't get it. I get that it's artistic, but I don't get it. Why is half of the picture frame just blank A4 paper? Why? Why not make the image bigger in the whole frame and just horizontal?
Nugaga in Greenland. That is Nugaga and Philippa and Safina.
Damn, I must have some shit in my
We spend
nose.
quite a bit of time out here on the little balcony. It's really nice in the morning. And then the view, of course, we have
Bro,
this
a tiny balcony.
fantastic view over.
That's
in the morning.
tiny. That's crazy to call it a
spend
balcony.
quite a bit
I
of-
guess I don't know. Waking up with the wife. Yo, early morning waking up and sitting out there on the balcony so you don't wake up my wife. That would be a vibe. Real shit. And then your wife wakes up, comes out, sits next to you. Yo. I guess it doesn't have to be heteronormative. It could be any mixture of whatever. But still, significant other coming out, sitting next to you with a cup of joe or something. That's dope.
Time out here on the little balcony. It's really nice in the morning. And then the view, of course, we have this fantastic view over LA. Of course, we have a fern. Now, you need a fern in your bedroom.
You do
Ferns are
need a
known
fern.
to create a lot of sexual energy. in a
Okay.
room. And it's true.
Is that some books
It's true.
being used? Okay, is that a style thing? Or is that a utilitarian thing? I can't tell if I think that's based or cringe to use books as like a thing to set something on as fashion. I think that's cringe. Well, I don't know. I don't know any of the books, so maybe it's based.
This part of the house is where for the kids. So we have Safina in here and Philip in
Yeah, Architectural Digest definitely came through and cleaned this shit up.
there, and their rooms are very basic. They have a bed, and then they can now start adding whatever they need. And this is their
Or
bathroom.
maybe they just moved it or something. There's no way that would be what a kid or teenager's room would be like if it were up to them. That little of shit, dude. Oh my god. Put the kid in a fucking jail cell while you're at it. Good lord.
We have Safina in
In a
here,
goddamn white
and
room.
Philip in there, and their rooms are very basic. They have a bed, and then they can now start adding whatever they need. And this is their bathroom. The very
Damn, that's a huge
exquisite
bathroom.
bathtub was all here. Everything was here. But there was like a very colorful wallpaper all over the bathroom, and also in the hall.
Bro, stop telling us about what was here when it's so much cooler than what is here. This like modern house bullshit, fucking simplistic, minimalist, all this crack, and you have just the dopest kids wallpaper ever, and you're like, nah, pff, it's gone now.
Way. But we thought there was a little too there was too much happening. And also what we like about this house is that we've got windows everywhere and we have the green outside, so
I
that's
guess.
enough green. Well, this is the kitchen, of course. And we did quite a bit here.
Bro, that's the kitchen? They have a fucking square acre bathroom for the kids, and then that's the kitchen?
Green. Well, this is the
I guess it's not horrible. Because I don't know, you don't want too big of a kitchen, but that's pretty small. That's pretty small. I don't know.
kitchen, of course. And we did quite a bit here. It was brown. It had very brown tiles. There were these big cupboards here. They tore that down, got rid of all the tiles, painted the cabinets. And back home, it's more like an...
Bro, some brown cupboards would pop there. Brown cupboards would go crazy there. No, we just stripped it all away and put the smallest, most minimalist shelves ever. No, that's sick. No, I love that. No, that's really dope. That's really dope, and it won't at all age poorly.
Open plan thing where you would have the dining room and the kitchen in one. It's not like a huge travel to go from here to the dining room. I can show you it's like about, let's just count it out. Yeah, it's 4 steps. 4 steps, and we can manage that.
All right, that's
so
not bad.
This room, when I saw it first, was kind of just a lounge area. I wanted this to be our, a dining room.
Okay, I like the table. I like the tone. I like the colors. And I guess that table would suffice for a relatively small LA house. But that's not a big table. It'd be hard to have people over, I think. I mean, maybe they get more chairs, but I feel like you max get like 3 people on each of the horizontal sides, and then maybe 1 pushing it 2 people on the short sides. I guess that gets you like 10, but I don't know. That doesn't seem like a ton.
This room, when I saw it first, was kind of just a lounge area. I wanted this to be our, a dining room / office space, and this is really where we spend most of the time. The table was actually designed by Birgitta, and it was built here in LA by a local carpenter. This actually,
that's neat.
It's kind of cool. I was just in Peru, and this is the cut through of the plant. What's it called, that plant when you want to go on a trip and expand your mind? Well,
ayahuasca.
Yeah, ayahuasca, that thing. What I like the most is this present Nugaga gave me for my birthday, which is a photograph, a print by a Danish photographer called Henrik Saxgren. It's from
Bro,
Greenland.
oh my god. No wonder he's Danish. This goddamn house is a white paradise, dude. Good lord. Everything is just white. What the fuck? Oh my god, it's just living in a white room, dude. Mr. Beast couldn't last a month in here. That's crazy.
It's this enormous iceberg. There's something about that, and then you look out both sides and you have the green lushness of California. It's a nice contrast.
Maybe
So
it's just the time of day they're recording it. They're recording it probably what, like early morning, afternoon. So that's peak sunlight, peak brightness. Maybe that's just washing everything out. But still, I don't know. The lack of shadows, it feels like there's no depth. It's crazy.
I guess our aesthetic taste is kind of what I would say. It's like we like it to be simple. We come from Scandinavia, from Greenland, and we wanted to bring that in here. But also, of course, we are in California. And I just had one thing. I was like, there has to be a pool. Got a place in California without a pool? That's ridiculous. And like, I have a lot of friends here that are from here. And I go, why you're never going to spend any time in that pool? Well, they're wrong. Let's go out to the pool. So this is.
Oh my god! It's an exterior with so much more liveliness than the interior. The brick, love the brick. Only criticism would be maybe we have the bottom, like the floor brick, be a bit different than the wall brick. Like wall brick versus floor brick. Like the table. Table's great. Having an angular umbrella is good. Grill is nice.
I mean, this
I like the blue of the pool. Makes it pop a lot.
is, I've got a pool, very exotic for a Scandinavian. These chairs was left by the previous owner, and they're so comfortable. So thank you, Mr. Previous Owner. Except for the chairs, all the furniture is from Denmark.
Having the grill be built in is also nice. I feel like it gets a little janky though. Like it looks like a half grill. Because I assume it's actually built into the architecture, which looks visually a bit weird. It looks like it's hovering. I don't know. I guess it's not horrible.
All the furniture is from Denmark. It's a brand called Skagerak. And every morning we have like berries. It's not because you are filming here that we just get like these bowls of berries here. It's not. Okay, so this is the middle of the garden. This was the only thing that my daughters told me that we had to get.
I do like this like upper area. Dude, imagine late night chilling up there with the homies, cracking back a brewski, or chilling up there with your little boo thing. Yo. Only thing that you could do is if you could get like some kind of screen out there. Imagine sitting out there and having some little movie theater-esque experience. That'd be dope. But there's no good way to fit a TV there unless you were to be looking down at it, which I guess you could do. Or you need like a projector, but there's nothing to really project on.
Sun bed, so they could get some sun, I guess. And it's very nice. Another thing that's very different from back home in Denmark is, of course, that it's green all year round here, which is insane to us and really cool. This is I don't know, is this a lime or it's some kind of citrus tree? Come on up.
Bro, there's
So here
more?
we are at
Yo, the hammock too? Okay, this is crazy. Dare I say, anything more is a little excessive. How many layers is this? This is like 3 different layers already. I love the hammock though, and the bench is cute. I would almost say, I feel like you should swap the hammock and the bench with the sunbathing bed. Am I crazy for that? Well, I guess that needs to be more in the sun, and this looks more shaded, but...
the top of the garden, which is the place I call the top of the garden. But I love it because you can look out over Los Angeles, and on a clear day you can see the ocean in the distance. I mean, I just love this place, and come here at night and you have this little fire pit and there's a fire going, and then you can sit in your hammock, and then this beautiful bench. I'm sure they look the same all over the world, but it just reminds me of Denmark. It's very Danish bench to me. I guess every place in the world has a word for a good feeling, that it feels nice atmosphere. But hygge is this thing we like, and this is really hyggeligt.
Hyggeligt.
All right, that's it. Thanks for stopping by. Shout out to Lonnie, to Birgitta, to everyone who made the house happen, and have a good one.
All right, bye. All right, that was dope. That's something good to react to for the future.